Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new play-by-play video. Today we're going to be playing some Mulan solo. Obviously the patch is coming out on Tuesday, upcoming patch. Mulan's getting a very slight nerf. I don't think it's going to matter at all for this character. But yeah, this upcoming patch should be pretty interesting. I think we're going to have, a little bit lighter on balance, which is good and bad, kind of depending on who you ask, but overall looks okay. Aphrodite solo slash mid getting slightly better, Chalk getting very slightly better, Osiris aspect getting slightly worse. A couple nice tweaks. We'll see actually how much impact, big or small, this patch ends up making. Sylvanas, of course, coming out. So overall, pretty excited, but nothing crazy. And yeah, so everything you're kind of learning now and stuff and getting now will probably not change all too much. We are leading into a Bacchus, which is a character that you have to be a little careful about, right? Bacchus solo is decent. I actually think it's quite strong still. It sort of fell off because some of his items got worse, namely Mystical Mail, Regrowth, whatever it's called, whatever the Regrowth item's called, and things of that nature. And it definitely, makes him, like, just on paper look worse because his items are worse, but I still think the pick is fine. You have a lot of wave pressure, a lot of clear pressure, really strong fight, so you just have to be careful. We're going to age this so we get movement speed and immune to damage. Then we're just going to stat check him here. I missed. Holy crap, how did I miss that? How did I miss that? Oh my gosh, what am I doing? Okay, we choked. It's all good. How did I mess that up? Like that, okay, it is my first game on, but I'm actually the worst player in the world. All good, all good, all good. We're going to run at him right now. I don't want to lose this for nothing. Remember, he doesn't have his burp yet because his one heals him, and it gives him the AoE cleave auto, so we are safe. But holy crap, what a choke to start the day. All good, all good. We're going to do this camp here just because it's close and I was on the way to it. Normally I would do the other one, and that's what we're going to do. We do have clear pressure and prior right now, but we did use our pots. He still has potions. You want to be a little bit careful about that blend. It's good for you to fight early when your build's better if you can just kill, which again I should have. I just messed up. But as long as we get this camp, we'll be healing. We're ahead in XP. We have 4 on this wave. So just generally speaking, all good. Cancel out his 3, get some damage off, back up a bit. And although we messed up, the lane is stable and the lane is good. What you'll find, and we will make videos on a lot more solo lane specific concepts and stuff that are like isolated videos just on the topics so I can like explain them better for people who maybe don't grasp them as well, is that as long as we're getting neutrals and stuff though, we are in a very happy spot. Our farm right now is really solid already, and it's going to kind of snowball in that way since I'm beginning to get some already. I'm going to cancel this 3 here. Nice. My 1 does, like, tag him here a bit, which is nice. There we go. A bit. Shit, that did a lot of damage. Alright, he's in big trouble. And we're feeling good. Yeah, I mean, look, Mulan's fight has never really been her weak point. I think this character, by the way, is fine right now. I think she's, pretty strong, not, like, overpowered, better than average, but not, like, so much better that she's a huge issue. But her big issue has always been safety as a character, as a laner. And, thankfully solo is to some degree a low prio gank role due to like gold furies and stuff once those come up. So you'll maybe get camped less often than you should, assuming you're positioning with some care. But yeah, I mean, the character is kind of unsafe. The banner does help a lot, and a lot of why we're holding the banner right now is so that if a gank comes, we have a way to kind of dissuade them from committing to it. We're going to do this camp here, probably look for a reset soon. As for the build on Mulan, you can go a Devo's Lash build. They are still good. And I think into a magical solo, that's probably what I'll do. But if you want to go like a Rune Forged Rush into like Glad Shield, stuff like that, also still good, if not very good. I think it's just different flavors of like a fairly similar identity, so, kind of just pick what you like, right? I am out of mana, which is fine. Like, I have Aegis and the banner. I'm all good. I do need to do my blue. I have enough for Devos. I'm just going to back right now. Technically, can I get my blue? Probably. This guy's never going to rotate. I'm just calling it anyways. But I figured, hey, why don't we just, like, not walk into somebody who kills us? That'd look bad. And, yeah. I think something for solo laners that I would recommend if they're struggling with dying a lot in the laning phase. And look, I definitely die in the laning phase more than normal in videos, I feel like, from ganks, because a lot of the time I'm kind of not 1000% locked in. Because I am talking and stuff. He also should just be dead here. Good juke. I can't kill him. That was a terrible banner. All good. We have a losing wave here. We're going to freeze a bit. But a lot of what I recommend is actually just exactly what I don't do, which is focus entirely on the game. I think a lot of the times people say they want to get better and they have music blaring, they're talking to 3 people, and their sound's down. Like, you're kind of setting yourself up for failure. But really, really, it's important to, you know, maintain some kind of a way to get out and really try to track the jungler on the map. We see him top lefts right now. We're completely safe. But we had a wave freeze. We're playing back. You know, we're trying to be conscious of our actual map state. I don't really want to fight here. We got all 3, so it's chill. Yeah, I'm not super strong, actually. I'll pull this guy so we just get a bit of damage, but I am on cooldowns. Alright, not bad, not bad. He's playing a very aggro. Again, this Bacchus should just, like, flop in. I'm going to go to lane now. I don't want to chase. Want to make sure I don't zone myself off this wave, and we'll play for that left camp. I think they're going to die. I mean, they might get kills, but yeah, Bacchus is there, so we'll just shove. It's no big deal. I mean, it's going to be worth, mind you, because they got kills, even if they do end up dying, but... yeah, I don't want to, like, participate in it, you know what I mean? Because it'd be bad. Nice shove, though. He doesn't even get kills. That's really good for us. Huge. But yeah, like, number one, eliminating distractions, obviously, is just a good thing. Remember, when I give this advice, I'm not giving it for... if you want to have less fun, you know what I mean? I'm saying if you feel like you're stuck and you're struggling, these are some things you could do to help you focus. And then... what is it called? Ooh, are we fine? We're fine. I'm getting ganked, probably. Why do we know that? Look at how he's playing. This is ridiculous, no? Maybe not, but, like, I'll probably get ganked soon. When somebody fights like that, you should kind of assume that there's something afoot, right? I will heal off this a little bit. I'm going to save my 2, but I will win the wave here. This does clear archers. There's the gank beginning to come over, like we said. I missed my 2 like a bot. I'm going to pop banner here. Soul, we're fine. Played that really badly, but again, you do see the idea of... and I have Aegis, mind you, so I'm completely safe. You do see the idea of, like, you know, not inting for no reason. I can fight him here. Do have Aegis, so pull him, auto 2, space from his jump, and yeah, we're all set. If he jumps on us, he's dead from the solo. Would not have needed the help, but the boys are here. Team is playing really good. I mean, honestly, we're kind of... I feel like I kind of have a better team than them, to be honest, so that's cool. I mean, definitely convenient. We'll get back lefts here. Again, we're able to do this because the Poseidon just died or was, like, forced out. My Ares actually kills the Bacchus, which is kind of hype. And we'll back. We have a fast here. I'm going to go Chalice into Lash. And keep it moving. I feel like I've played an unoptimized game, honestly. Like, I've kind of missed a couple of things. My trades haven't been super clean. But our farming has been good. And, you know, sometimes that's just going to be the case. Like, I think I've played a little bit badly, like, mechanics-wise. It happens, though. It is all good. This character, I found this interesting. So Titan Talk is obviously the thing that, it's like the high-res patch show where they talk about, you know, things in the game and patches and, like, the design behind the patches, right? And something that was really interesting to me was they had mentioned that, what is it called? Patch notes, like, excuse me, whoa, I'm all over the place. They had explained that in the patch notes that Mulan win rate was really high just on this character in kind of all ranks, but even in higher ranks. And a lot of people will see people like me say, well, Mulan's really not that great. She's good right now, but she's not, like, deserving of a nerf. Now, again, that nerf that happened to her doesn't really matter. I don't think it changes the character's viability at all, but it is a nerf still. And a lot of people are, like, kind of confused as to how there's a descent. And really what a lot of it is kind of what we had mentioned before. Number one, there is a lack of like players who know what they're doing. That's just the truth of the matter. So a lot of your stats are going to be very skewed. But the second and more important thing is that Mulan is very much a positionally like fraught character, and that's why like I would not call her a very good god, because her downsides are very noticeable from a safety standpoint. And you know, obviously, like if you have a character that has pressure, is strong in that regard, but has very little safety, you know, you're going to struggle immensely with that pick potentially when things aren't really going your way. Whereas you can play something like a Bellona or like a Jormungandr, have as much pressure, if not more, and not have that safety, right? So Mulan can feel as stronger, even stronger than those picks, because she doesn't need to lean into her safety and rank sometimes, because junglers and solos don't really know what they're doing. But if they do, she's a lot worse. Does that make sense? That's kind of why you see Mulan having like this incredibly strong win rate, I think. Again, I'm just kind of speculating here, but that's what makes sense to me. And I think a lot of it is just like it being unpunished as a character. I'm also very dead here. Unlucky boys. We want to play longer cooldown, so we're going to get collapsed on by the whole team. We run left here, call for a gold pull. Hopefully the boys get this. If not, I'm actually out. They just like let it go. I'm going to fight this because it's fun. I wouldn't really recommend this, but it is going to be fun. 2-1 auto. Keep auto trading him. We're backpedaling a little bit here. We do have Aegis, remember? Oh. Damn. Not going to lie, I didn't expect that guy. That's a damn shame. We will get gold again. I never fight that. If the Serb wasn't there, I do kill both of them, though. So, that's a shame. I didn't see the Serb. I saw the Scylla. I didn't see the Serb earlier. All good, though. We had fun. But yeah. Was there anything else I wanted to talk about? Oh. People have mentioned, and I've talked about it on my streams, not on my YouTube videos much, but the shutdown system in this game and the kind of gold reward / punish system in this game being extremely lopsided and just poorly done. There will be a video on it. I need to find a way to formulate it correctly, because the thing is, right, like, look, I'm fully aware, and I'm not saying that every time I make a video on a change, something's going to happen, right? That's not what I'm saying, and I don't believe that to be the case. I'd love for that to be the case, but that's not realistic or fair for me to say will happen, right? I don't have hires connections or anything. My videos have inspired and like, you know, been maybe springboards for change, but I have not like actually directly caused anything, right? It's not my decision. But when I made an Necronomicon video, I saw there was an issue, and I found a way, I thought, to like critique the approach without being like harsh or maybe stupid about it. And that's very effective, I think, right? And it happened the same with Stone of Binding, and so far we've made 2 kind of critique / analysis videos, and they've both led directly to item rebalance / changes that have definitely improved the health of those items and subsequently the game a tiny bit as well. A thing I really want to make a video on, though, is the shutdown system. For reference, guys, in this game, because I paid attention, I didn't mention it, but I paid attention. When I killed the Bacchus, I got 62 gold, okay? Right there, I don't even know how much I got, but I got 62 gold. I was up 1,400 gold in the lane. Did I do anything flashy in the lane, or did I just out-secure him on camps and play a stable, strong, good game of Smite? Right? So if I'm getting 62 gold for playing a stable, strong, good game of Smite with a 1,300 lead, there is just fundamentally a problem in the game. Yes, I was up 2.5 levels. That shouldn't matter, right? The shutdown system and the little amount of gold you get and the huge amount of gold you lose is just fundamentally a problem. And you might say, well, hey, like other games have shutdown systems. It's not that shutdown systems exist that's a problem. You should get more gold for killing someone who's fed. There's nothing wrong with that. But the amount of gold you gain as the person who's ahead while killing somebody who is behind is so unbelievably skewed and not reflective of the map state, because, again, I didn't do anything crazy in this lane. I simply out-farmed him. We got a Gold Fury on the map. We got the Ritual on the map. And I played neutrals. I played a stable, smart game with getting 2 solo kills. I'm up 2,200. And if I kill him, it's effectively like he's a bot who just rolled in, you know, from arena quick play, and I'm getting 40 damn gold for killing him. That makes 0 sense, right? I'm not fed enough to the point that I can run in and 1v9 every single fight at this point. I am ahead, I am strong, don't get me wrong. But if for me to get the amount of gold I'm getting from this Bacchus, it would literally be like I'm farming bots in a, you know, quick play match, right? Like, it's not reflective of the actual lead I have, the system. So how do you fix that? You know, I have some ideas and things, but one of the big things that I think is a problem is, like, if I'm able to get 150 gold off of a camp, I should never not be able to get at least that much off of a kill, right? I think there fundamentally probably should be in this system until the gold gain and stuff is a bit more stable. I understand we got an assist there, but 68 gold. Do you see the point I'm making? There should never be a time where 4 minions are worth as much as a kill, right? I think the gold should always be a base amount of something. And there's really no reason to argue that, I feel like. It just doesn't make sense. I understand every time I talk about things that maybe insinuate a more snowbally game and things, people will talk about, oh, well, you know, people surrender, people quit, blah, blah, blah. Surrender votes, yada yada yada. Listen, I mean, part of a MOBA's appeal is to learn it. You know what I mean? There's no really working around that. I think this meandering and kind of pitter patter towards like the casual concept of a MOBA is part of what like creates that behavior, and you just got to kind of like deal with it initially. And as the player base gets better, it becomes less of a problem. I mean, that's just kind of like how it is, right? So, I don't know. Anyways, this guy's dead. I'm gonna pull him so he can't jump over the wall, and it is easy money. This is just domination, this rank game. And again, I realize that like in a match like this, you're saying like, holy crap, you guys are so fed, you're stomping the game. Yeah, we're better. I mean, that's supposed to happen. Like, I don't think people understand how big skill gaps are in Smite, especially in Smite 2, where you have like a core of old Smite 1 comp players who still play, and then there is just like a gigantic gap afterwards for a vast majority of the players. And I'm not saying that to be ego-y or anything. I'm just saying that to be honest, right? And if you have like a multi-year head start on other players, like what do you think's going to happen? You know what I mean? It's just kind of to be expected. But at the same time, if you want to become better at a game, what you don't do is you don't carve and cater towards, you know, trying to shield bad play through systems that really reward, or not reward, but kind of like cover you for playing bad. You actually not necessarily make the game like some super hard, you have to last hit everything to get gold thing like that. You could, but I don't think that fits Smite. But what you do is you don't compromise on systems that already existed that were like generally okay, you know what I mean? And things should be fine. So yeah, just my 2 cents on it. Obviously, again, for a bounty video, which again I am working on, I want to make sure I do it correctly. I want to make sure I present like a thoughtful, fleshed out, math included potentially answer. So there's actually a high probability of something happening about it. But I do honestly think, like, in terms of priority things for the health of this game and like goodwill of this game and opportunity for this game to flourish, that is easily one of the most important things, genuinely. And I know that sounds crazy, but it just doesn't make sense in this current system how the farming works proportionate to like kills and deaths and stuff. So so yeah. So we'll work on it. I'll try to get it done. You know, I think in that, one of the things that I'm really sort of aiming towards is I do think with the amount of objectives and things that keep getting added to the game, another gold shrinkage kind of needs to occur, where I don't think we need as much gold as we have on the map right now, right? Like, it's a bit too much, because you think about the rituals giving gold now, you know, 100 per player. Obviously, you still have, like, the gold bits on the towers. You have, like, these gold camps that are really strong and stuff. It's just a lot. We group right here because the boys got some kills, and we're just going to run at Tier 2 into Phoenix Tier, probably. I think something you're finding more and more apparent in this game is that you actually don't need Fire Giant to win the game. It's still a good thing to do, but a lot of drafts will overplay Fire Giant while having limited DPS, or just, you know, not understanding they can just kind of get picks, and they really mess themselves up. It's completely okay to just say, like, hey, we're strong, let's just, like, go get golds, weaken the Phoenixes with Primal Fury, and then just, like, win the game, right? By the way, you can't use Lash when you're channeling abilities, so I can't use it during my 2 or my 1, my 3 ult, whatever. You need to make sure I'm doing it afterwards or before. It's intentional, it is a little weird because other things don't work that way, but keep that in mind. Alright, 2 Phoenixes down, we can walk away. I'm not gonna lie, dude. My team is so much better than theirs. I feel kind of bad, but I just got good luck, I guess. My MMR is good. Like I think I'm quite high. They're probably just lower because they haven't played as much ranked since reset. We'll go into Spirit Robe, I guess. It's a good item. Is a good item. I just wanted to mention again, I do have playlists on my channel now for all my roles. I've put all of my mid Smite 2 videos jungle, support ADC, not solo obviously because I have a billion, but I will be putting all future solo videos in that, so if you ever want to watch videos in those roles for whatever reason, even if they're older, they will be in there. And obviously the point is that anytime I upload a new mid video or whatever, if you want to go see that, it's just on the playlist tab on my channel, and you can. So yeah. What do we want to do here? I think fire is a good call. This sieging is probably unnecessary. I did just mention you don't need to end with fire, but like what we're doing right now, and this will really be illustrated in the fire giant video, is that we have so much vision through waves in places they need to be that this contest is impossible. All we have to do is play a soft zone. We heard a wind sprite, so they are going to sack for it and just try to like have a chance in this game. But as long as we play it like relatively diligent, it's fine. If this Serb runs past me, we should get off fire to fight them. Bacchus does have Sunder. Okay, we got it. It's a little sketchy. Probably should just kill him first, but it's all good. And yeah. So my job is to just zone a Sunder Haver. Because they have two, it's a little unlucky, but yeah. Just keep one out. No, it's not always a Sunder Haver. Like, if there's backliners, I'm going to zone them instead because they're easier to actually, like, zone because I can just kill them. But yeah. Well. But yeah, sorry, about the gold thing. I do think we probably need a gold reduction across the board on things. Which is, like, yeah, I don't know. It's probably not a popular take, but I just think of, like, we had a gold reduction in this game. It ultimately kind of was a good thing for the game. But since then, we've added a lot of things that give gold, right? Being, you know, the rituals. We've had, what is it called? I want to say the gold camps got buffed in terms of their gold amount, but maybe it was just XP amount that got added because they used to just give gold. But it upped their prio a lot, right? Which means they're getting more gold because they're doing those camps more often because they're getting XP too. And I want to say there's something else as well. I'm not remembering, but it does feel like the gold is a little too high right now, I would say. It's the rocks being more accessible as well, I think is what it is, yeah. Because before they were tankier, so you would get less typically, and I think their respawn timer was longer. So all of those things compounding. I mean, you could also just nerf individual gold sources, for sure, but a flat decrease across the board would not be the worst idea. I don't know by how much, maybe like 5%, but yeah. I'm not saying that's like a perfect solution, mind you, it just sort of... I guess the point I'm making is I don't know if this game's systems are as like polished and like finalized as some people think they are, you know, and gold might be part of that. I'm not saying it definitively is, it might be. We're gonna ult these guys. Remember, we have prots on a roll and stuff. We put one after. I have Aegis. Oh, he has Aspect? I didn't even notice. XD, dude. Yeah, do not go surf Aspect. Holy crap. Got a big pull right there. Oh, I'm inting. We're all inting. We have fire waves coming. We can look for a pick. It's fine. Heal off this wave a little bit as well as shove it in. Go for the pass. I brick because I'm terrible, but I think we win the game off that. Pretty like missed out early game from me, I would say, but like overall just a very stable, easy to play match. Character does feel good. Again, if you like Mulan and you're afraid about the ultimate protection reduction nerf, don't be. It won't mean a thing. So Mulan, solid character. Nice to see her, you know, being viable in this game, and will continue to be. So yeah, exciting stuff. Thank you guys for watching. I know I floated a lot of ideas in this video, thoughts, kind of things. So as always, let me know what you think, what your liking, disliking, all of those things, and we will kind of keep at it. So I'll try to post some more competitive games and stuff of that nature as well, and I'll see all of you very soon. Peace out.